Well, I like this. This is a fork, right? How many of you eat with a fork? Oh, good. How many of you prefer to eat with your fingers? Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, why do we use forks? First of all, it's a little easier, I think. It's a lot cleaner. I was in another country, South Africa, and there were some folks that were in the church there who were of Indian descent, and the way the dad in that family did it, I mean, he would get the food on his plate, and then he's eating everything with his hands. And I was really glad I had a fork. I'm not that really. Now, I have to say, I've been in the Orient, and they use chopsticks. How many of you tried chopsticks? I gave up on chopsticks. May I have a fork, please? I always ask for a fork. I said, okay. So why do we use forks and knives and spoons? Why do you think?
We don't get our fingers dirty.
Oh, yes, we do not want our fingers dirty. Absolutely. That's right. And and when you use a fork, right, you do it so you don't get your fingers dirty. You use it because it's good manners. And so there's an appropriate way to handle your fork. Can I show you how not to use your fork? Okay, so if you ever had a class on etiquette? Okay, you are not to use your fork like this. And you're not supposed to eat like this. That's not how you hold your fork. Now, you may hold your fork like this if you're going to cut something. Maybe you have something you're going to eat, and you're just going to, instead of a knife, you're going to use your fork and cut it. You can do that. That's appropriate. But you don't eat like this. You eat like this. And if you're left-handed, you do it this way. If you're right-handed, I don't know how you do it. I can't eat right-handed. So you do that. Okay? So this is sort of funny. It's almost sort of weird, but I'm glad that you brought the fork today. Because I realized just a couple of months ago that I was getting slack. I was getting slack in using good manners. Now, how many of you think that I'm probably old enough I should understand and use good manners? Do you think I should? I caught myself not having good manners. And so after a while, I thought, it's embarrassing. It's not respectful of others. So I put in my planner every week since that time. I've been writing a heading on the top of my planner, manners matter. Because I'm trying to break bad manners habits and get some good manners habits that I used to have, but I've gotten bad about it. You know what I mean? Manners matter. Now, why do manners matter? Well, manners matter because manners show respect for other people. You know, we live in a world that is very selfish, and it's something that used to be very much a part of American culture, manners, because it would show respect to others. But the further we move away from truth and we just become more and more selfish, the less and less people consider others. But for people that are followers of Jesus, because God values others, we too value others. We'll learn about biblical ethics again today. We've learned all month. We're doing it in our summer ministry fellowships. Because, and one of the values that always governs God's people is we think not just of ourselves, but we think of others. Now, how many of you enjoy sitting down and eating a meal with somebody that chews with their mouth open? How many of you enjoy that? You don't enjoy it? You don't like seeing all of their food being chewed up and what it looks like in their mouth? You don't like that? How many of you like it when they spit it out while they're talking with that? And you like that? Well, that's sort of gross, right? You don't want that there on your plate. Well, why do we have manners? In part because we want to show respect to others. And really, when Jesus put it this way, to love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and then love your neighbor as yourself. As much as you love yourself, you love your neighbor. Think of that other person. So today, I want you to think about manners. Manners matter. Because it shows a respect to God and a respect for that other person who is also created in the image of God. Now, let's see. How many of you think that you could learn some better manners? Who could learn some better manners? Okay. All right. How many of you parents think that your kids could learn some better manners? All right. How many of you adults think you may need to do like I do, go back to etiquette school? Okay. All right. So, listen. And your mom and dad are going to help you with this. What it means to show respect to others. Because manners matter. Because other people matter. All right? Okay, who brought this today? Very good. You got it? Okay, there you go. I'm going to give you the fork back. Let's give this box to something. Wow, you would like it. There you go. All right, thank you very much, boys and girls. You can go back to your seat at this time. Wasn't that nice of them? Very nice.